Ladies and gentlemen, the Denim and Diamonds 2020 virtual gala will begin in 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Denim and Diamonds 2020 Virtual Gala will begin in 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, our Denim and Diamonds 2020 Virtual Gala will begin in 1 minute. Good evening, everyone. My name is JJ Raterink, and I'm a host with the Gala team. I'm very excited to be here tonight for the Cheyenne Regional Medical Center Foundation's Denim and Diamonds 2020 Virtual Gala to benefit the Cheyenne Regional Intensive Care Unit renovation project. Now, I'm originally from Colorado myself, but I attended the University of Wyoming. I played football at the University of Wyoming, and I actually have proof of that here in my home office. That's really where my heart is. That's really where my home is. I had an unbelievable time there, the sense of community when I was at the school. And so when I was asked to be a part of this evening, could not have been more honored. Anything that deals with Wyoming is always fantastic. And then as I got to know about the Regional Medical Center Foundation, was even happier to be a part of it. And I know at the end of the night, you'll feel the same way. So always good to be back around my Wyoming folks there. Now, we all know that social distancing may have stopped us from giving handshakes and hugs and pats on the back, but it doesn't stop us from showing our love and our commitment for this wonderful organization. And that's why we're all here this evening, doing a virtual gala. And before we get too far down the road, we do have one bit of technology advice for you. Sometimes it can be difficult to watch the program on one device and also try and bid or make contributions on that same device. So what we recommend is if you have a laptop or a desktop, go ahead and watch the program on there. And then with your cell phones, go ahead and make sure you're registered to make the bids and do everything that you need to through there. You'll enjoy the program a lot more when you watch it on one, make your contributions and your donations on another right there. I would like to kick off the evening with a message from David Cook, the board chair at Cheyenne Regional Medical Center Foundation.
Good evening. Welcome to Denim and Diamonds. My name is David Cook, and I am proud to be the chairman for Denim and Diamonds and for the foundation board this year. For the last 2 years, I've been involved in the board through the chair position, and it has been an extremely wonderful experience. The foundation itself has been able to support through its philanthropic efforts, the hospital, and we really appreciate all of those who have been involved. I especially appreciate the foundation staff and the board of directors. Through this year, it's been a difficult year. 2020 has been hard, but with our overall leadership in the foundation and the support of those viewing this Facebook Live, we have been able to raise additional funds to help the hospital continue its needed work. I really do want to thank you for attending. You are the basis on which all of this foundation work is done. Your donations continue to come in, and there's a few more items that we still have yet to bid on and to donate for. So I'd ask you to hold on a little bit longer. We want to continue with this process, but we want to thank you, everyone out there, for being involved in Denim and Diamonds this year. So from my heart to your heart, I really appreciate everything that you have done. I really appreciate the work the foundation has done, and we can continue to support the hospital the way we have. So thank you and good evening.
Well, thank you, David. And also with us tonight is Scott Fox, the Executive Director of the Cheyenne Regional Medical Center Foundation. Scott, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, JJ, thanks. I'm really excited to be here tonight and for tonight's event. I'm grateful even during a pandemic, we find a way that we here at the foundation can harness this amazing community's passion to support community healthcare. And that's, being up here in Wyoming a lot, we have a lot of passion, and people know what's important, and they know that helping our healthcare heroes through tough times makes things better. It helps make their life better, but it makes the life of our community better. And so we're really excited to be part of and bring this group together, albeit virtual, for something that we've done for a long time. So thank you for hosting, and we're excited to be here.
Well, thank you very much. And I do know one thing, the folks of Wyoming are very passionate, and that's one of the things that makes the state the one big community it is and makes it so special. Uh, Everything about it. Again, I could go on forever about everything they do there. So Scott, thank you very much. We're going to be back with Scott here in a little while, but let's go ahead and take a quick look at our agenda for the evening. First, we're going to explain why we're doing a virtual gala this year, which is obviously different than what we've done in the past. Second, we're going to tell you how you can get signed up to participate and make contributions. Third, again, we're going to get to hear from Scott Fox and get a better understanding of the Cheyenne Regional Medical Center Foundation, what they're doing, and why it's so important to support them right now. Fourth, we're going to conduct a paddle raiser so we can all get involved. Fifth, we've got 4 amazing featured items that I think you're really going to, if you don't have a good idea, you're going to get a good idea. You're going to like those. And 6, we'll go ahead and wrap everything up from there. Okay, so before we go on, there is something that all of you can do right now, which would make a big difference, and it does not cost you a penny at all. If each of you right now would just go ahead and lean forward and press the share button on Facebook, that would be fantastic. If you can share this to your network, that's going to help expand the reach of the broadcast, let more and more people know, as many people as we can, about the work the Cheyenne Regional Medical Center Foundation is doing, really help them propel their mission even further forward. And so if you could do that, just go ahead and lean forward, click that share button. Let's get the word out there. Let's get as many folks as we can involved as soon as we can as well. Okay, next I'd like to catch everyone up on what we're doing here. Now, we know that the coronavirus has been difficult for a lot of people, and for nonprofits, it's been the same thing. They've been forced to postpone, cancel, or otherwise just completely abandon their annual galas. So the board and the staff at the Cheyenne Regional Medical Center Foundation had a big decision to make. Should they postpone it, not knowing when the crisis was going to be over? Should they cancel and skip this year's event? And ultimately, they concluded that the traditional in-person event in June was too risky, and completely canceling was too devastating to the fundraising needs of the mission. And so that's why we're holding this virtual gala tonight. That's why we're here. That's why you are here. And we want to thank you for making community healthcare and Cheyenne Regional Medical Center a priority tonight. So thank you, everyone, for doing that. Okay, item number 2 on our agenda is to make sure you know how to register to bid. Now, if you haven't signed up, you certainly can. And this is something you're definitely going to want to do. You're going to want to make sure that if you haven't already, you visited this website, the aesbid.org/CRMCF2020. Again, aesbid.org. And jump onto that website. Make sure you have, if you're having any issues, please, please, please reach out to David Bolding at 303-319-9621 or Landon Brown 307-630-0582. You do not want to miss out on anything. You're definitely going to want to make either contributions or bid on some of the great items that we have. And so if you haven't registered, make sure that you do so as soon as possible. Now, we would like to also give a special shout out to all of our sponsors who made this evening possible. And we know that the coronavirus has shifted their world dramatically, just like it has with everybody else. Some of them have lost revenue, they've been forced to lay off workers, and they've gone through everything that a lot of folks have. But despite all that, they have not forgotten about the foundation, and they are still supporting us really in a time when it's needed most. So we appreciate their commitment to us. And what we always encourage people is if one of our sponsors is open for business and you need something that they offer, please place an order with them or do business with them. They can really use it. It will lift their spirits. And we definitely want them to know that we have their back as much as they have our back, and especially in a time like this. So please, if they have anything that you need, please go to one of our sponsors for that. And in fact, I would like to, everyone at home, hopefully you can do this with me. Let's go ahead and give a big round of applause to all of our sponsors here. And we would like to thank Ron and Sandy Thiel, our presenting sponsors and honorary chairs for this event. And here's a brief message they recorded for you this evening.
My name is Ron Thiel, and this is my wife, Sandy. We first got involved with the Regional Medical Foundation. In 2011, I was diagnosed with cancer, and I got to thinking how lucky I was to have a place to go. What if this place wasn't here, the hospital? So I, shortly thereafter, made my first contribution to the foundation. And now the new project is the intensive care unit, which we are involved with, and I thank the foundation for the support in the community and getting this project underway. And Sandy, do you have any comments?
I'm just grateful that you're here, and so grateful for the great set of doctors and all of the service and help that they've given.
Well, thank you very much, Ron and Sandy. Certainly making this evening possible, and glad you both are here with us as well. Let's give them a round of applause. We'd also like to say thank you to Olson Legal Group, Stampede sponsor and auction sponsor for Denim and Diamonds 2020. So thank you to the Olson Legal Group. Thank you to UC Health, also a Stampede sponsor. Cheyenne Regional is proud to be affiliated with UC Health, so thank you again, UC Health. Next, we have our Gold Nugget sponsors. So we want to say thank you to Cheyenne Skin Clinic, Adora Day Spa, Buckeye Ranch, Hazelden Construction, Dr. Art and Carol Merrill, Dr. Sandra Serberg and Dr. Bob Prentice, as well as all our silver dollar sponsors for this evening, and our Diamond Horseshoe sponsors. Thank you, everyone, for making this evening possible. Now, as promised, it is my pleasure to reintroduce Scott Fox, Executive Director of the Cheyenne Regional Medical Center Foundation. And Scott, thank you again for joining me here. And I'd just like to kind of fill folks in, maybe that don't know. Tell us a little bit about the foundation.
Well, thanks, JJ. The Cheyenne Regional Foundation has been around since 1977. Our mission is to support our community hospital. And we do that exclusively, and we do that by harnessing and working in the community to both inform people about what's going on and find ways to take their passion and turn that into resources that can support projects at the hospital. We know that the health of the people in our community and quality of life is tied to that passion and that support and the amazing care that the women and men of Cheyenne Regional in all parts of the health system provide to our community. We also have an amazing volunteer board that helps us with that mission. They serve, they give their time, they give their treasure, they help us reach into that community, into those networks, and it really makes our job really easy. And then we have an amazing staff. I'm lucky to work with 3 people who make my life easy, and the best part about this team, the staff and the board, is that the community responds to them. So we're really proud to be able to help the team at Cheyenne Regional for their priorities and help people understand what they really are doing to take care of our community.
Yeah, and I love that word community, because it resonates through everything Wyoming, especially Cheyenne there. You know, spent a lot of time there when I was in school, and just everyone binds together there. It's really a special place, and everywhere you go, it's everyone's connected just by long driveways, as the interstates are called sometimes. Now, about Denim and Diamonds, tell us about that. I understand there's a little bit of history there.
Yeah, JJ, there's actually a lot of history. Denim and Diamonds has been the gala that the foundation started back in 1990. And it's moved locations, it's moved format a little bit. You'll hear stories of days when the Wyoming wind was whipping and rain was pouring down and tents were barely standing up. We get hundreds to almost 1,000 people to come in a normal year. We already highlighted that this isn't a normal year, but each year this amazing group of people in the community come together at Denim and Diamonds to focus on a specific project. And we've done numerous different types of projects throughout the years, but that's our one big push each year. And we're happy, even in this virtual sense, to continue it this year.
Yeah, I know a little wind and whipping wind is not going to stop the folks of Wyoming from accomplishing their mission. That I can tell you. Scott, really appreciate that. But I do have one last question for you. So we know we're going to have a great time. We're going to raise a lot of money. Can you tell some of the folks what the money we raise tonight is going to do?
Absolutely. So this year, the Denim and Diamonds project, and it actually extends into next year as well, is focused on the Cheyenne Regional Intensive Care Unit. A few years ago, they set out on a master facility plan to improve the capabilities and the facilities of our hospital. And this part, the intensive care unit, is going to take some repurposed space, and they're going to create an entirely renovated intensive care unit that's going to be able to take and treat those most critical patients, the ones that need that life-saving care most, to even better take care of them. And these funds tonight, from yesterday and into the future, even into next year, this project that we're fundraising for is going to help allow our donors in the community to harness their passion and directly save lives. They're going to enable that ICU team, who you're going to hear from in just a second, and they're going to make their life easier and their ability to help people greater.
Yeah, and I know what's coming here, and I know that they are going to make a lot of things easier. So let's go ahead, and Talene, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and play that video.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Sonieta Tenta. I'm the medical director here at Cheyenne Regional Medical Center. We have a 15-bed mixed medical surgical ICU, and where we look after a varied set of patients, starting from those very young, 18 years, to those who are a little bit older. One of the things that really amazed me when I got here from University of Connecticut after training was how ill some of our patients were. We see patients who have pneumonia, up to those who have severe respiratory failure, who need to go on the life support machine. And to mix it up a little bit more, we even have patients who have trauma, particularly as the weather gets colder. We know that the roads tend to get a bit icy, and we regularly get patients who've been involved in motor vehicle accidents. The nursing staff, cardiopulmonary staff, the pharmacists, we have an amazing team here. One of the things that I think I would really, if I could change that I would, is the fact that we have shared rooms for our patients. Of the 15 beds we have, two of the rooms are rooms that we have to have more than one patient in. And I think that can be an issue, not just from an infection control point of view, but when you have a critically ill patient, it's nice for their families to have privacy to help them with their healing process. Over the years that I've been here, the foundation has been very, very generous to us. When we've needed equipment, they have been very gracious in helping us purchase whatever we needed. And the donors, we really want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You guys have been truly amazing, particularly at a time like this with so much economic uncertainty. I am humbled to think that people are actually considering donating to us, just given how things are. And on behalf of our patients and our staff, I want to say thank you so very much from the bottom of our hearts. You guys are amazing, and we really do say thank you. This is Bob, the clinical manager.
Hi, I'm Barb. I've been here as a manager for 6 years, and then I was staff nurse before that. As Dr. Tatenta said, we have the 15 beds. We see, every kind of patient that comes through our doors. So our nurses have to know a lot about a lot of different things, and they do amazing care. And we work with the cardiopulmonary, the pharmacists, and we have a great team up here in physical therapy. And we really saw that through COVID, that this hospital has worked as a team to get these patients better, because it has taken a whole team of people. We're all doing things with isolation now that we've never done in our careers. And with that, we've seen where we fall short with beds, needing more beds. They require a lot of equipment in the rooms and in the hallways, so we have a pretty full unit right now. We have our patients, the nurses do a 2-to-1 ratio usually is what our goal is, and we've been very lucky with that. We have great outcomes that come out of our unit. We send some to rehab in other areas, and it's amazing to hear what they say about our patients that come out of our ICU. And we thank you for all your help with our equipment. We use it every day. We couldn't do it without all the equipment that people have donated, and so this will be a great thing to have a new unit for all of us and for our community.
Well, thank you for that, and it gives us a really good idea of where the funds are going to go and the good that it's going to do. And I think we all know firsthand, most of us do, what's needed there, and that's why we're gathered here tonight, and we can make a big difference. And now we've reached the time of the program where we can all come together as a community to make that difference. And I think we know, and I know this about Wyoming, alone, each of us can only do so much, but together, collectively, as a community, we can accomplish so much more and make a big difference for the Cheyenne Regional and the intensive care unit. And that's what we have an opportunity to do tonight. I do want to remind you that if you have not registered, this is definitely the time. Go to www.aesbid.org/CRMCF2020 to register and make a donation. Again, if you have any issues, you've got David, you've got Landon, you've got their phone numbers on the screen there. Hopefully everyone's been able to get in there, get registered so that you can contribute. And if you already have registered, you should have just received a text message from AES that will direct you right to the paddle raiser levels. You'll click on the level that works for you here, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But again, if you haven't registered, please do so through the website there. If you have any issues, call David or Landon. And if you have registered, you should have received that text message through AES. Now, we are going to ask for support at different levels, and we hope that all of you will contribute at least once tonight when you hear a level that matches your means and your commitment to this organization. And actually, as we go through our paddle raiser here, Scott, I would like to bring you back on if you wouldn't mind. And our first level is going to be $2,500. And I'd just like you to maybe fill the folks in on what $2,500 does and how does that help the ICU?
Well, thanks, JJ. Sometimes it's kind of hard to capture exactly what you can purchase for an amount of money. But when we talk about supporting the ICU, we talk about buying critical medical equipment. We talk about buying monitors. We talk about buying items that hold IVs, even something as simple as IV stands. We talk about beds, and if you've never checked on the price of an ICU bed, they don't just cost a couple $100s. We talk about technology. We talk about iPads, not only so that the clinicians and the staff can interact, but that the patients at times can even use as well. So there's a lot of different things. We talk about heated blankets. Those are just sort of a broad variety of specific things that when we put our money as our contribution from the community into this project, those are the type of things that it's going to purchase and more.
Well, that's fantastic. And Scott, I have great news for you. We already have started out here. Dr. Sandra Serbrug and Dr. Bob Prentice, not only did they contribute $2,500 once, they did it twice there. They got us going with our paddle raiser there, started out at $2,500 a piece twice there. So that's $5,000 to get us going for the paddle raiser. Fantastic. Thank you so much to Dr. Bob, Dr. Sandra there. And Scott, I have to ask you, obviously we appreciate every dollar tonight, but to get going like that, what does that mean?
It really touches my heart, JJ. It illustrates and it sets an example. It says, hey, we can really go out and make something happen. I actually have good news too, and I'm going to see if I can do this while I'm still talking. I had a birthday here really recently, a few days ago, and know the team. Nobody sings happy birthday, but
It won't be for
I
me.
asked-
Don't worry.
yeah, I asked people on Facebook. You see these Facebook fundraisers, and in the last week, less than a week, I've had 87 people as part of this fundraiser for my birthday donate $5,000. So I'm going to hit the $2,500 level twice for that group of 87 people. And oh, by the way, they're not just from Cheyenne; they're from across Wyoming, across the country, actually. And that really is humbling.
That is fantastic, and I'll let you fill that in as I look here. I can't say thank you to all 87 people there, but I can do it collectively. And folks, thank you so much for doing that. Happy belated. Don't think you're getting away without a happy belated there, Scott.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you got it. So folks, we already, with the contributions that just came in there from the 5,000 from Dr. Bob and Dr. Sandra, and then the 5,000 from the 87 friends there. I need to get in your circle of friends for my next birthday, Scott. That's fantastic. Really getting us going on the paddle raiser there. And again, folks, this will be open, and we always just say whatever level matches your means and your commitment to the organization. Every single dollar counts. Every single one matters. We appreciate it, and you know the good that it's going to do. You've seen it already here tonight. So we're going to go ahead and move to our next level, which would be $1,000. And Scott, again, I'd just like to ask you what $1,000 could possibly do and what that means.
So when you start talking about $1,000, and hopefully it's multiple sets of $1,000, you're going to see the doctors and the nurses and the CNAs are going to have the kits that they need. They're going to have, when they do, a lot of the people that come into the ICU might have come out of surgery or, maybe open heart surgery. They're going to need to have their heart monitored. They're going to have their pulse ox monitored. The foundation has purchased equipment to do all of that before. And as we outfit this new unit, you're going to see the need for each of those things multiple times over, because every room gets the same thing.
Well, that's really good. And I've got good news for you. We have 3 folks here, Scott, that have donated $1,000. We have Natalie Winter, we have 5R Construction, and we also have Jim and Patty Esch. Thank you very much at the $1,000 level there. And again, if hopefully my college professors, if they're seeing if I've got the math correctly there, we started out at 10,000. We had 3 there at the 1,000. That puts us at 13,000. And again, one thing we do like to do is we like to get to even numbers if possible. So if there's maybe 2 more folks out there that that level matches your means and your commitment, we could get to $15,000. I know we'll get there. I like to do it sooner and just see it sooner there. But again, thank you to everybody who has donated so far here. And actually, as I say that, I see another one pop in at the $1,000 level. It says S Mecca. I apologize if I didn't get the name or any pronunciations. I'll do that at the beginning and say that. I'm sorry to everyone. But again, that puts us at $14,000 just at the first 2 levels there. So thank you again for that contribution there. I'll go ahead and move on to the next level of $500 here. And, I did say we were trying to get to the $15,000 level, and I have good news. We have 2 people there who jumped in and donated. We have Greg Vaughn and Joseph Horam. I hope I said that correctly. Again, I apologize if I didn't. So right there at the first 3 levels, we're already at $15,000. This money is going to go firsthand, where this is going to go to, what this is going to do for the renovation project. So anybody else who would like to jump in at the $500 level there, this would be a fantastic time, obviously doing a lot of good things right now. And between those first 3 levels, we've already started out at 15,000, and we still have a few more levels to go here. I'll go ahead and jump to the next one. Yes.
I just noticed, I was looking at the list. I see we added another $1,000 donor in there, Patricia.
We did. We
Wasik.
did. Yes. Patricia Wasik. Thank you very much at the $1,000 level there. Again, you can jump in at any of these levels at any time. whatever's comfortable for you is fantastic. And as soon as I say that, we have Carol Merrill, who jumped in at the $500 level there. I'm going to try and keep up with my math, but I think we're already at 16.5 with everything there. So thank you, everybody. No matter when you give or what you give, it's all very important, and all goes for the same goal there. Well, hopefully I get a few more surprises like that as we move on. I'll go ahead and move to the $250 level. And this would be a nice one here on my screen. There might be some folks that have or are close. We don't have anyone quite at this level yet. And so if you'd like to be a pioneer or jump in first, this might be a good opportunity. And again, with everything that's coming in, we're seeing all the good, we're seeing everything. Another fantastic opportunity right here. So whatever that level may be, anywhere from $2,500 to, as we speak, about $250, certainly a great opportunity and doing a lot of good. I'll go ahead and just kind of move on to the next one here, because Scott, I would like to ask you a little bit here as we move to the $100 level. I think you may have a special message for us on this one.
I do, absolutely, JJ. We talk about, how people are passionate about supporting. I talked to one of our physicians earlier this week, and he always likes to support at this time. He's actually super busy right now. I'm not sure if he's able to be on, but he committed to making $1,000 donation. But what his challenge is let's see if we can get people to match that. They put in $100, he's putting another $100 in. So he's good up to $1,000. So let's see what we can do at the $100 level, because like you said, every dollar counts, and it's even better when it's doubled.
Oh, absolutely. That is fantastic. And we've got a good start there. We're almost halfway there. We have 4 people at the $100 level. We have Jamie and Dutch McBride. We have Danae Stampfley. We have Linda Wepner. And we also have Carrie Hartman. So we've already got 4 people there. And again, I just want to reiterate there that, as Scott said, somebody generously donated at this level. If we can get 6 more people at the $100 level, we're going to double it at this level. That would put us at 2,000 at this level, even though it looks like just 1,000 there. So plenty of room, plenty of opportunity to jump in. Again, I've got the 4 folks there that have done that. And we're going to keep this open for a little while, so you'll have an opportunity. If you're having any issues, please contact David or Landon, because I know there's a lot of people. It's always fun to do a match anyway, especially when it's such a great cause. So if there's anybody else out there at any time, if you want to jump in, that $100, it's a nice even level, and we could certainly use it there. I'm going to leave that incentive out there. And it does look like we had Danae Stampfley jumped in at $500 here, Scott. So that is fantastic. Again, the numbers keep jumping. I always tell people it's so much fun. It's like the New York Stock Exchange ticker as you watch things fly in and you know what they're doing there. So thank you again, Danae. And I sure hope I'm saying that correctly there. And so that's
JJ,
fantastic.
we just got a new one at the $250 level. That's Sam Weinstein out there.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Sam.
Thank you, Sam, for opening that. That level was feeling lonely there.
All of those were easily over $1,000. So I'm going to go ahead and put that $1,000 in from our matching donor.
Yeah, you put that in, and again, every level counts there. Every dollar counts. We're going to move to the last one just to mention again. At the $50 level, whatever we can do, it's those little things that you don't even think about sometimes that they all need, and how all of this comes together. It's so great when everything comes together like a community, however you do it here. And we already have a couple of folks here at this level. We have Nancy McCann a couple of times at the $50 level. So thank you very much. We also have Betsy Taggart. Thank you again very much for those donations as they keep coming in here. And I think we're going to leave that open, Scott, if I'm correct here, for a little bit longer, if there's folks that would like to jump in. Yeah, absolutely. And well, I'll try and get a little bit of an update a little bit later. But for now, we'll go ahead and kind of move on in the program. And so we do want to say, before I do, I do owe Kyle and I want to say Rashay McKinney jumped in at that $100 level there. I will tell you this, folks, we're getting close to a nice even number of almost $20,000. I'll give you an update in a little bit to see if we can get a push, but if there's folks out there that if we can get a little bit more there, I'll give you an update. We'll see if we can get that push. I'll just tell you, if we're about $1,000 away, as Miss Jennifer Harrell, again, I apologize if I mispronounced that, jumped in at the $100 level. She just put us over $19,000. Scott, how about we revisit that towards the end of the night here and see if we didn't jump on $20,000 there. That'd be a nice even number and obviously do a lot of good for us.
I think that sounds perfect, JJ. We want to get people the opportunity to get their last bids in on these featured items after you tell them about them too.
Absolutely. So Regional Medical Center, the team, we definitely give them the financial support they need to continue their mission. So as you mentioned there, Scott, we've got 4 really good featured auction items. I know we had a lot of great silent auction items, but let's talk about these. And normally this would be a live auction, so it's a little bit different of what you've been exposed to in person in the years past. The featured items have actually been available to be bid on since November 17th. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about these, and I'll go ahead and pull up where we're at so I can give you an update. We're going to talk about these a little bit more so that you definitely have a good idea here, because you're not going to want to miss out on these. And then these items are going to close very soon. So make sure that you have an opportunity here. All right. Our first item, and this is really cool and very fitting, is a pair of handmade leather chaps. Now, currently, right now, this is sitting at $250. But let me tell you what you've got here. These amazing Western chaps were custom designed and made by local Cheyenne leather artist Pete Gullix. I think we all agree cowboys and cowgirls are a huge part of the Western way of life. They're obviously a huge part of Wyoming. Go Pokes, I think we can always say that. And this is an awesome opportunity to own a pair of chaps. Not only that, you can go to a store and get some. Everyone knows that. But these are handmade. We've got a local artist here. We've got somebody right there in our own backyard, Pete Gullix, and want to say thank you to Pete for making these. And as you can see on the screen, they are absolutely beautiful. The only downside I can see is that they're so nice. You just got to make sure you have the right events to wear them to. And talk about when everything kind of returns to normal here soon. You want to go out, you want to hit the town, and you want to do it in style. These chaps are definitely the way to do it. So thank you, Pete. And if we can support another Wyoming, especially someone from Cheyenne there, and all the hard work that they do, that this would be a great opportunity. Again, the bidding is sitting at $250 on this one, but you don't want to miss out on this one. The bidding is going to close very soon on this item. Rare opportunity to own a pair of handmade chaps there. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to our second featured item. And this one is interesting, and maybe I can speak to this a little bit more. This is 4 Wildcatter seats for the University of Wyoming game against Boise State coming up on Saturday, December 12th. All right. Right now, this one is sitting at $700. And this is what you get with this one. Obviously, in a year where we weren't even sure if we were going to get to enjoy college football, you are going to get to enjoy a game in the luxury, comfort, and warmth of the Wildcatter suite. This package includes 4 Wildcatter tickets for the game again on Saturday, December 12th. It starts at 4 p.m. You also get a parking pass in the stadium lot, which is perfect, and it's right there. You walk right in. You get to cheer on the Pokes in style, and I kind of wish that maybe my folks were here to tell you what they would have done for an opportunity like this, to go to a December football game in Laramie, Wyoming there. Better way to watch it. It's always fun outside. A much better way is at the Wildcatter. I've got to watch a game there. It's fantastic. The food, the drinks, phenomenal. And obviously, you're going to get to see a lot of great football. We know that our Pokes are playing well. We know Boise State's always good. It's going to be a very competitive game, but a great opportunity here to watch a game, see a lot of good football, and do it in style and warmth, especially this time of year. So again, we're sitting at $700 right now, but I would highly suggest if you want to talk about a way to get away for a night, especially with everything going on, forget about things, but get to a great atmosphere. Get in on this one, the 4 Wildcatter seats for the game on December 12th for the Pokes there. We're going to go ahead and move on to our third feature item, and just kind of have a question for you. Have you ever wanted to hunt a bison? Well, if you have, and you're asking yourself internally at home there, this is the opportunity right here. Currently, this is sitting at $22.50, so that's $2,250. And let's talk about this one. And if folks that were at the gala last year at Denim and Diamonds, this was a very, very popular experience. It's a chance to win a 2 to 3 hour hunt in 60 to 80 acre pasture. And I think everyone knows about this ranch at the Terry Bison Ranch, just south of Cheyenne there. It's for a 6 to 8 year old cow bison weighing about 1,000 pounds. And out of that, you're going to get about 300 to 350 pounds of meat. Again, really kind of once in a lifetime, this is kind of something, a privilege to get to go on this. You're going to get a lot of meat. You're going to have a lot of fun doing this one. And I think a lot of folks from Wyoming know how beautiful the Terry Bison Ranch is. Just to even go visit is an opportunity. And now you get to do something special like this with that one. So again, the bison hunt at the Terry Bison Ranch, right now we're sitting at $2,250. We're going to close this with all of our other featured items very soon here. So don't miss out on this one. Again, everything that's gone on, what a perfect getaway to go on a bison hunt at the Terry Bison Ranch there. We're going to go ahead and move on to our fourth featured item. And this will be our last featured item that we're going to talk about. This is a private performance, either virtual or in person, with mentalist Daniel Jasperson. Now, here's where we're sitting on this one. We're sitting at $300. But let me tell you about this one a little bit more. I think it's going to entice you. Magician Daniel Jasperson is a Cheyenne local with a national reach. His clientele includes Google, Harley Davidson, Kohl's, Thrivent, and dozens of others for nearly 20 years. Now, since March, he has been performing virtually for groups all the way from New York to LA, and sometimes he's actually been doing that on the same day. With this, you are going to get a 60-minute private performance. And again, I can't stress this enough. You can either do this in person or virtually with an intimate group in person, either at your location, you bring them over, you do this over the internet, do it virtually, or possibly in person there at a location of your choice. You get 60 minutes here. This is really a cool thing. I've talked to folks that have done similar items like this, and they said this is a once in a lifetime experience. We say that a lot on things, but this one really is. And they say the only bad thing is the 60 minutes will fly by so fast because you'll be enthralled with everything. Either whatever he's doing, you're just going to sit there. You bring friends over, they're all going to wonder how he did it. And then you sit there. And the only bad news is you lose a little bit of sleep at night going, how did he do that? How is that even possible? But trust me, it is worth it. So I would definitely jump on this. Again, the 60 minutes with mentalist Daniel Jasperson is sitting at $300. But this and all of our other featured auction items are going to be closing very soon. So please, please, please don't miss out on this. Get those bids in. And again, it's going for a great cause like we've been learning all evening. So that's going to bring a conclusion to our featured items. And we are approaching the end of the evening. But before we go, I would like to bring Scott back on. And Scott, did you have any final words for everyone on behalf of the Cheyenne Regional Medical Center Foundation?
Well, I think when you're in development and fundraising, JJ, the final words have to be about thank you and we appreciate everyone. All of our sponsors, you saw them at the beginning. We went through them. They're on rolls of slides both before and after the show. We can't do it without our sponsors and our donors. That's really what it's all about. So thank you to that entire group. Today we had two different local businesses, Bellafoco Wood Fired Pizza and Poor Richards, that agreed to donate a portion of the proceeds for meals tonight. So people, not only are they doing this virtually, hopefully they're enjoying some food from one of these two amazing local restaurants in Cheyenne. Thank you to the teams at both of those restaurants for supporting us. Thank you to all the people that donated items. We don't just magically make this happen out of thin air. Donors provide these. Our staff and our board members work to gather them. And oh, by the way, staff and board members often are people that are providing items too. So really it's thank you. But the biggest thank you I have tonight go to all the people that, as you can see, I'm in my office. And our office is just right across the street from the main campus of Cheyenne Regional. My biggest thank you tonight goes out to the teams that are working tirelessly to take care of our community. Whether somebody slips and falls and breaks their arm, or they're in one of our COVID units, or whether they just need that little bit of extra care right now. The people at Cheyenne Regional Health System tirelessly and selflessly are taking care of people. So I want to thank them too.
Well, thank you to them. And as promised, I did want to give you an update here. But before I do, I think we also have Mr. Tim Thornell, the President and CEO of the Cheyenne Regional Health System, who has some words for us.
Hi, this is Tim Thornell, President and CEO of Cheyenne Regional Medical Center and Cheyenne Regional Health System. Just want to extend my sincere appreciation for all that you've done to help support our hospital, our health system, and our community. Our new Denim and Diamonds virtual event this year has been a phenomenal success thanks to you. We're raising money this time for our ICU, our intensive care unit. Our ICU is a focal point of our hospital where we provide great care to the most vulnerable of people. This is where we take care of patients with heart attacks. This is where we take care of patients with strokes. And today, this is where we take care of patients with COVID-19. This is where we take care of patients with COVID-19 who are on vents. It's such an important part of who we are and what we do and how we take care of our community. So I just want to say thank you for all of your generosity, for all of your support, not just today, but over the years. We appreciate it so much. And what you've done over the course of the last couple of days and today in our live auction has made a real difference and a real impact in making our community safer, better, and we appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Tim. And as we close out here, not sure how much longer you'll have to get these in. I did promise you an update, at least with the paddle raiser here. We are currently sitting at, on my sheet here, $19,152. So I believe, if I'm correct, we're about $848 from that magical $20,000 mark. We'd love to get there if we can. If we don't do it tonight, I know that donations are always accepted and always appreciated. And again, we want to say thank you to everybody who attended, everybody who contributed tonight. Hope you know, and I think you certainly have a really good idea of where everything is going and the good that it's going to do. So folks, as we wrap it up, just want to say thank you for attending our virtual gala. And on behalf of the Cheyenne Regional Medical Center and all the people they serve, we say thank you for your generosity and your commitment. And we ask you to please enjoy the rest of your evening.